everybody. This is Dr. Willie Jolly and
this is Dee, Taylor-Jolley.
And we're the Jolleys, and for those who might not know, we're the authors of the book Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last. 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. Written by Dr. Willie Jolly, best-selling author of a Hall of Fame speaker of a setback center for comeback, and his beautiful bride of over 30, almost 35 years. It said 30 here, but almost 35 years. Wow.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers yesterday.
I hope you guys had a great Mother's Day. I had an absolutely great Mother's Day.
Let me tell you, my wife.
We were quarantined.
We're quarantined.
We used to call it cooped up, but now we progressed. And now we are thriving or thrive inside. Together.
Thriving, it's learning how to thrive inside with each other. This is going on 2 months. No one has come into our home. Zero. No one. Zero. So no one has come into our home in over 2 months, almost 2 months. Mm-hmm. And so thank you for sending love. Do me a favor, folks. First,
start a watch party.
Start a watch party. Everybody start a watch party.
We got some helpful tips and things to unlearn. He didn't like that word unlearn, but I thought it was kind of good.
Yeah, I learned
it made you stop and think. Unlearn? Why do I need to unlearn? Then he had to explain what unlearn means. So thank
y'all for your love and all of that.
Thank you for joining us.
And for your sharing it on your network and sharing it with your friends and family members. Well, as you see, today I'm sporting I usually have a little more dress kind of shirt with a collar, but I wanted to specifically wear this shirt tonight, this sweatshirt, because this is the Thomas Mentor Leadership Academy sweatshirt. They gave that to me when I spoke for the annual confab in Durham.
A couple of years ago, at least 2 or 3 years ago.
Durham, North Carolina. And we stayed with Dee's cousin, Morita Campbell, and her fabulous husband, Larry Campbell. And here's the thing. They are both retired from...
He's retired military.
Well, she's not retired yet. She's a big-time Mary Kay Cosmetics superwoman. Big pink Cadillac SUV, everything.
And so is her daughter.
And her daughter. But I'm leading somewhere here. He's a former commander of a military base in Texas, and then he got sent to the Pentagon, and then he retired, and he had a choice of wherever he wanted to relocate, and he relocated to Durham, North Carolina, and his children soon followed thereafter. His daughter, who's also a Mary Kay executive, and his son, who was also in the military. Mm-hmm. So they have a compound. They bought a home,
really cool.
And they have a compound with all of them living really close to each other.
They have lots of land when you say a compound.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Anyway, I wanted to wear this shirt today, first to thank them for inviting me and having me to speak, and for what they do for young men in Durham, North Carolina, their commitment. He is one of the leaders of the Thomas Mentor Leadership Academy. But here's the big exciting news. Today is Larry and Marita's 46th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
46 years of and they are hilarious.
They don't look like it either.
They don't look like it.
Well preserved.
Well preserved.
It's in our genes.
It's in your genes. Because she and her cousin, they come from the same gene pool, and they all look young, and they all look dynamic. And
you're going to get rewarded later. I like that.
Anyway, and so they've been married. But when you hang out with them, they give us a great model from which you can see a great marriage. What are the things that we see about them? They're always respectfully for each other. Even if they don't agree, they're respectful. They do a lot of laughing. Oh my God, they laugh.
They really have a great sense of humor. Humor is invaluable.
And we say that often to the married couples about how important humor is in your relationships, because nobody's perfect. And if you can start to laugh at yourself and then laugh at some of the stuff that goes on in your family, it really has an impact. Nobody's perfect, and no one should be expected to be perfect.
And they're very supportive of each other, and they're and their families.
They're very supportive. He's
Very
supportive of her,
supportive.
Mary Kay. He said, I have no problem them calling me Mr. Mary Kay. I have no problem, because he said this big pink Cadillac works for me. And he takes her to all the Mary Kay conventions down in Texas when they go. But they're also, here's the other thing I loved about them, that they are always asking each other's advice. What do you think? What do you think? And they respect each other. And let me tell you, folks, if you're going to have a great marriage, you've got to respect and listen to the other part. I respect her. I tell people often the reason that I married her. Now, she's gorgeous, she's sexy, but she's smart. And that's what I told her the other day. Didn't I tell you that the other day? I said to me,
you were trying to get something from me. That's why you said that.
Well, maybe. That's possible. For those who are just joining us, we talk openly about sex in marriage because the Bible says that the bed is undefiled and that married folks should be, you know, if you look at the Song of Solomon. But also, far too often we see in churches, now we're a faith-based, Christian-based couple, but we see in churches people don't want to talk about marriage issues, sex issues in marriage, and we see that churches have a 50% divorce rate just as the world. So that's because many people won't talk about the issues that people talk about. And the big three things that break up marriages are sex, money, and communication. Am I right about it?
Yes, Steve.
So we're going to talk about it. Well, on this show, we're going to talk about it. So you tell Lottie Dottie to everybody.
Communication.
Communication.
All
We're
right,
going to talk about it. Let's get going.
What's our topic? Oh, tell everybody to do a watch party.
A watch party again. Everybody hit watch party. Watch party.
Okay, so the theme
we want
for
millions
tonight,
of people to notice, and it's growing every week because you keep putting watch party. Our numbers are growing exponentially.
and we're working on a website. We haven't quite mastered that yet. So a lot of the research that I do and information that I gather, we're going to put it on the website so you can go and see for yourself. When I refer to this study or that study, that it does actually exist and I'm not making up the information. The topic tonight is how couples can learn to thrive inside. So the hashtag thrive inside.
Thrive inside.
So we've moved from, okay, I'm cooped up with you, to now we're into what? Going on more than 2 months.
Yeah.
So how do we thrive? How do we actually get better being together?
That's right.
Inside.
Shouting out to Moses.
Yes.
Moses Vincent. I spoke yesterday for your bishop and pastors, families, graduation, home ceremony, and it was celebration. And I just love all you and your wife do for the bishop and his wife. Shout out to Sherry Elliott, Terrence Ephraim Gray, Duwad Saunders. So we got some of our regulars, and we got more.
Welcome. So
right,
the topic tonight, let's give them some information. The topic tonight is how do couples thrive inside? So we're going from being cooped up. It's okay. We're in this together.
We're in this.
How do we thrive?
And we're not cooped up. We thrive. We got to learn, but we got some stuff we got to unlearn in this new world.
So pleased you said that word, because you were kind of like,
I was a little poo-pooing it earlier.
He was kind of poo-pooing the word unlearn. But there's 7 things I said unlearning. You kind of like unlearn. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Some things that you've got to learn to think and to do differently.
Right.
So 7 things you need to unlearn so you can thrive together inside what?
All right, no, go ahead. No. Marcus just joined us. We got more folks.
Hey, Marcus.
Yeah, we got folks joining us. All right,
so here we go. Okay, so the subheading, which came from you, old habits you'll need to change in this new world.
Gonna be some new stuff. You got to learn some new stuff by unlearning some old stuff and new thinking. This is gonna be a new world. The world we knew before March the 1st is gonna be different when this is over.
And for some of us, including me, I actually have to work at how do I think and what do I do differently. And it traditionally it says it takes 21 days to change a habit, but it really depends upon the kind of habit that you're going to change or that you're working at changing, because it can take around 21 days. It can take 66 days. It can take more than 100 days, depending upon how difficult the task or the habit is you want to change. Okay,
I'm not going to argue with that. I'm sure you've researched it. I know she's researched it.
Okay, so let's start with, we selected 7 things, but there were really more. The more I read, the more I'm like, but some things kind of overlapped each other, okay?
All right.
So we've got lockdowns, we've got layoffs, we've got people complaining about that their businesses, and we're a small business, and we're concerned about small business, is that some things are never going to come back quite like they were before, particularly because there is no cure.
Not yet. It will be. I'm confident of that.
18 months, 2 years, we don't know.
I don't know
But
how
in
long
the
it's going to take, but it's
interim-
going to happen.
But in the interim, we have to adjust our habits so that we can stay safe.
Yes.
Now, there was a recent survey, and the survey was actually done last month. And this survey was done by the Interactive Advertising Bureau. Okay, there are about 1,000,001 bureaus, organizations, and the like. But this one is called the Interactive Advertising Bureau, and it's a membership group of media marketing and tech companies. Media marketing and tech companies, and their goal was to survey 1,000 Americans about how they're living and coping differently with the changes that are going on because of the pandemic. Okay?
Right.
So comparing their studies with some others, this is what I came up with in terms of the short list.
Okay.
All right. They called it Coronavirus Disruption Project when they did their research. And they asked the questions about what things are likely to permanently change, how you're thinking right now. Because we know the things are changing like every day.
Right.
But there are a couple of areas that are pretty consistent. Number one, what do you need to unlearn? What do you think?
Well, one of the things you got to unlearn is the fact that you're going to be shopping for food differently. A lot of people shop for food differently.
Okay, that was not number one on my list, but I can move to wherever you are.
No. I just, you asked me one. I didn't go with your list.
That's okay. We'll go with the number one that you thought of, sweetheart.
Okay, see,
Because
that's
you're
why.
so smart.
That's
okay?
why we.
So I'm gonna go.
35 years. I just been bopping
You
along.
just said grocery shopping.
Grocery.
So okay. So one thing that's going to permanently change, that has changed already, is grocery shopping.
Okay.
So we've gone from grocery shopping, most of us, because you.
Well, I would just
you go grocery shopping more than I do, to home delivery. Okay, so
or one thing, I have still not done the home delivery personally. I like going putting my hand on the product.
I wanted to. One of my girlfriends, Gladys Pemberton, I don't know if they're on or not. She says she likes selecting her own veggies.
All right, so but here's what I have done, which I didn't do before. I make a detailed list before I go grocery shop. Now, I know people that have done that for years and recommend you do it. I never did that. I just go and I'd have maybe in my phone a couple things. I'd pick it up on my way in or out. But I don't go out to the grocery store a lot. When I go, I'm like a homing pigeon. So
you're on the hunt.
I'm on a hunt, and I'm doing it quick. I'm in and out of there. I want to be out of there in 5 minutes. I got where's my mask? Hand me my mask over there. Hand me my mask, and we got masks. Got my mask. I have my mask on, and I have my gloves, my plastic gloves on, and got my glasses on. I got my eyes covered. Got a hat on, and I'm not playing. I'm going in for the kill. Get my whatever I got to get. Go down the list. Got it out of there. I ain't playing.
Okay. So shopping for groceries now has become home delivery for many people.
Right.
Okay. Now in our area, you've got the Giant, you've got the Peapod. I have never used that, but I am willing to use it. While you tend to like.
Yeah, you and your son. I know your son. You and your son. Her son.
Let me do a survey. Okay. There was a March survey that was done by a consulting firm called Capital Markets, found that 55% had shopped for groceries online, compared with 36% when the poll was done in 2018. So we've gone from like 36% of the people who were surveyed in 2018 to 2020. Now you've got 55% of the people shopping online. And I am sure that a lot of that is out of necessity and of fear of contacting whatever when you're out. because when the quarantine started, everybody really wasn't wearing a mask.
Right.
Then they discovered that you had asymptomatic people, and they were infecting other people. You didn't know it. So now it's kind of like, I don't want to go to the store.
So let's take a point there. I got to say, my wife, I told you she was smart. She said from day one, we should be wearing masks from day one. She bought these masks. I didn't buy this little fancy mask. She bought this mask. I don't even know where she bought it. It has filters. You can change the filter in it. And she bought this mask. I don't know where.
I got them online, but I got them
years ago.
About 2 years ago, because of the travel that we were doing, and you started getting the sniffles.
Every time I would get on anything over 4 hours, I would get a cold. I would get a cold. I'd start sneezing. I'd start sick. I'd have to try and find some cold medicine. And I remember.
So we arrive in the city, and then we have to go looking for.
We were in Canada.
If he were out of his, what's that stuff you take? The
NyQuil.
If we were out of NyQuil, what's the other pill you take? We'd have to go and search at night.
Zyrtec.
We arrived.
I mean, I'd be flipping out, and we had to go find it. One night we were in Canada. Were we in Canada, or were we?
I don't know.
Were we in?
Been a lot of places.
We were. I think it was Canada, but it might have been somewhere else. And it was hard to find it in a foreign country, but I found it. I couldn't. I was. So I got it. Next morning I was fine. All right. So.
But the goal was that we got the mask
early
because of the recycled air on the plane.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Because there was not fresh air circulating, and he had the sniffles, and I had to find a way to deal with it. So when they say, how are things changing? Home delivery as opposed to going in and actually shopping.
Let me take us a second here. Say hello to Peggy Morris, Sisters for Sisters.
Hey, Peggy.
We love Peggy. I did an event on Thursday night for George Frazier's All-Star podcast, and we shouted out Peggy. And so we love Peggy and the Sisters for Sisters Network Incorporated. How do you like that?
Jacqueline Davis
Jacqueline Davis
is
watching. Hey, Jackie Davis, Jacqueline Davis. So we are grateful. Keep hitting watch party, folks. We want your friends to know that you're watching, and we want to start watch parties wherever we are having a group of people, and keep sending those little lovey things and share. Okay, what else?
Okay, research shows that with home delivery, lots of downloads of the apps of Instacart, Walmart Grocery, and Peapod doubled and tripled in just 1 month. The downloading of the apps was suggesting more people every month are purchasing.
Okay.
Home delivery.
So go back to the first thing that you had.
The first one that I had actually was going out to work.
Now, we really haven't had that issue, but I guess other people.
That's you and me, but I'm just saying what the research says. Yeah, the person who goes out to a regular day job, what they're finding is that you're going from going out to work, and you were forced to be a WFM. Working from home.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, WFM, working from home.
Working from
home. But it was forced. So earlier on, companies were kind of reluctant. Those who were less progressive were reluctant to have their employees work from home. Really, I think because some of them were afraid that they weren't going to be really working, and there's going to be a lot of goofing off time. Well, 40% of the participants in the original survey, which was done by the Interactive Advertising Bureau, said that 40% of the participants said the experience has made them want to work from home more.
So you're going to have more people working from home in the future.
Once they got away from the physical office and they started working at home, they discovered it wasn't so bad. Even though there are all these jokes and everything, oh my God, I'm the parent, I'm taking care of the house, I'm working, it's all. 40% of the participants said that it made them want to work from home more.
Now let's talk about our situation. But we've always worked.
And then what about some other people? What do they think?
Yeah, what about you? Are y'all guys? How about y'all? Are you adjusting to working from home? Have you always been working from home? Has it been challenging? Because
what works for you?
What works for you, and how has it come to be more comfortable? And so let us know. Put it in the chat. Okay, next one.
And 60% of them said that they enjoyed a more relaxed atmosphere. They didn't feel a lot of pressure.
Now we've been working from home for years, but we do
and could be more relaxed in what they wore.
Now we get up out of our night clothes first thing in the morning and put on clothes, even though we work from home, I always work from home. And so we still make it a work day because we go down to our staff and we have a staff come in from all over.
Well, we used to, now they're remote.
Now they're remote. So anyway, let's go to the next one.
And then, okay, 78% of them said that they feel they're more effective.
Come on.
Okay,
come
so
on.
here's the interesting. So here's
You're still on working from home. Let's go to the next one. We got 7 things to get to. Come on, we only got 10 minutes. That's why I got to keep pushing. Because she, let me tell you about my wife. My wife, I told you she's smart, but she also has the capacity and challenge to be a little OCD. And so she'll stay on something, every little thing, and then she'll go down rabbit holes. And I got to pull her out the rabbit hole because she'll go deeper in the rabbit hole. Go to the next one, sweetie pie.
We've gone from visiting the doctor to telemedicine.
All right. That happened to me this week.
Yes.
All right.
Could you explain your story a little
So I, every 5 years, get my colonoscopy. And in order to get the colonoscopy, you have to meet with the doctor, do a
pre-op consultation.
Yeah, a procedure. It's not an operation, a procedure. A pre-procedure consultation.
Okay.
And so the lady called me and said, you're scheduled for this pre-procedure consultation on let's say it's May the 1st. And I said, okay. She said, now we might have to reschedule. I said, why are we gonna reschedule? Can't we do this by tele? She said, oh, you're one of the hip ones, because a lot of people are not cool with that. They want to. I said, no. Get me and the guy on the phone and let's talk. I prefer that anyway. So if I could do the colonoscopy over the phone, I'd do it. But anyway,
okay.
We had a
survey by the University of Michigan's National Poll on Healthy Aging, which was sponsored by AARP, said that only 4% of people over the age of 50 had seen a doctor virtually in the previous years. That means any ongoing communication with the doctor that wasn't physical.
Wow.
Now that's changing, and telemedicine is becoming more in vogue and is not as uncomfortable and frightening. And telemedicine means being able to dispense the medication, have the consultation either via the phone or via video chat. And it eliminates the waiting room and it eliminates parking hassles.
So let's look at some of the comments that Peggy, David Robinson, grocery delivery is the new innovation.
See?
Peggy said, we are doing home delivery, and Bill and I love it. And let's see, a few more folks.
And
said,
Bill
wow,
is the cook.
Bill cooks really
Yes.
good too. Let's see, Ricky Hodges, working from home has been great. My kids don't understand that I'm working. Reggie Glenn, hey Reggie. Frandolin and Reggie are my dear friends. I'm old school too, Willie. I got my list. I go out. You like me, man. I go out. But I don't fool around when I go out.
And then we have to spray all the groceries.
She sprays everything. Everything.
It comes in and him.
Everything is going to be on the internet.
Water.
That's right. Thanks for this teaching. Somebody said, well, my pleasure. Let's see what else we got. Sherry says, great. From Greece, we got somebody from Greece. They say hello from Greece. Dr. Sunny Fridge from Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. I was on her call. I've increased the number of Zoom meeting calls I'm on, and I have purpose to take relaxation breaks. That's good. Jacqueline Davis enjoy working from home based on the circumstances, but miss daily interaction with people. Being home with my husband 24/7 is a bit much. I know that. You know what? So we are on different floors now, because we used to work with my staff, and I'd have my.
But I was across the hall from him.
Well, she's down the hall, but I closed my door. I'm loud.
He's loud. He plays his music loud.
Music loud.
Okay, so here we go. We got 2 things. Let's get back to this. So we're saying things that have changed. You've got the shopping for groceries. We've gone to the home delivery, which many people like, and I'd like to try, but I've got a human delivery service right here.
I deliver.
Okay. We have visiting the doctor to telemedicine, and then we also have going out to work to WFH. Now, the interesting thing about working from home, from the corporate side, we're finding that there is an increase in monitoring services, computer monitoring services.
All right, we'll keep going.
Wait a minute. Employee monitoring where? Okay. Why? Because some businesses don't think that people are actually working. So you have companies like Active.
Rabbit hole.
I wanted to share that this is very important. desk time and work examiner that use keystrokes. They use software to monitor what you're doing from minute to minute. I would not want to work with an organization who wouldn't trust me to do and deliver the services.
But we don't have that in our marriage. What that got to do with our marriage, baby?
Anyway.
See, rabbit hole, rabbit hole. I'm constantly pulling back the reins. Okay.
Another thing that is different now is going to the movies.
Okay.
We did go to the movies and do popcorn and that kind of stuff. Now you've gone from going out to the movies to Netflix, which is really what I told you to cancel.
She told me to get rid of it.
Every month, I'm like,
she would every month cancel it. Cancel. We never watched Netflix.
$9.99. I'm like, why?
We never watched Netflix.
Let's get rid of it.
She would say, let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. Every month for the last year, and I kept saying, nah, I'll keep paying it. Maybe there's something I want to see. And in fact, I'm trying to reach somebody at Netflix. Any of y'all know somebody at Netflix? I've got my one-man show that needs to be on Netflix so everybody can be motivated on how to turn a setback into a comeback.
And it's so fun and it's uplifting.
Tell Lottie Dottie and everybody to send out a search party, put out the word, tell Netflix, get in touch with me because I'm going to help them draw more people.
You have your own theater space.
Yeah, we do.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you got your own theater space. So you're not going out to the movies and spending the gas on that. You can pop your own popcorn and watch your movie.
We can do that.
Okay, so now, next is from eating out to contactless dining.
You know, when I kept hearing the contactless pizza,
what does that mean?
contactless this, I said, what does that mean? What in the world contactless mean? And she said, that no human hands touch it. I said, what? Really? She said, that's right. That's what it means. So,
that means they can deliver it to you. Well, a couple of things. In some countries, what they're doing is it Germany? What they're doing is you make your reservation, you come to the restaurant, and you come in and you take your seat. So you walk yourself to the seat, and you've got all these spaces in between. What I see the challenge is, how do you eat? Okay, if you have to wear the masks, how are you eating? You pulling the mask down, you putting your food up under the mask and eating. How exactly does that work?
Oh, Reggie got a good question. Quick question. How do you disconnect during the day but come back to work to finish? One of the things I do, Reggie, just so you know, sometimes in the middle of the day, I'll take a bike ride. If it's a nice day, I'll take a bike ride middle of the day. If I don't have a call, a Zoom call, or meeting, I'll tell them I'll be back, go for a bike ride, and just refresh. And then I come back, I feel really good. Or sometimes, not often, I'll take a nap. I'll just say I got to go up, take a quick nap, 15, 20 minutes. And I did a study, and they found that people who nap are recharged, just like your phone is recharged. Kanye West is a napper. Edison was a napper. Reagan was a napper. Einstein was a napper because you re-energize those brain cells. So sometimes I feel like I'm getting a little weary in my thinking. I've been working very focused. I say I need about 15 minutes. I got a great easy chair over there, and I get in that thing, pull back, put my little hat on my head. 15, 20 minutes, I'm ready to go.
I can't do that.
She can't do it. She doesn't do it. I do it.
No, I will get up and walk around and get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but sometimes I take a walk, but mostly it's the bike ride. A quick bike ride, come back, and I'm on fire.
Or I'll sweep the floor. That's a relaxation for me. I'll sweep the floor and I'll think.
So thank you, Reggie, for that
question. It's 9:29. Okay? And going to school to going online, that's major. Online courses, e-learning, it is major. And then there's a study, of course, there's a study that was done in December of 2019 that online education in the United States is going to reach $350 billion. And that was December. It's probably more than that now. But the two major countries where online learning is growing so rapidly, China and the United States.
So our time is almost up. Look, real quick, I want to say Ricky Hodges, he ordered contactless today. They had to pay online, put the food in the car on the passenger seat, no reaching for it until they placed it down, until they had placed it down. It was a new experience. We went to our grocery store and we just opened the trunk and they put it in and closed the trunk. So that was it. Hey, look, for those who don't know, we're here on Monday nights, 9 o'clock. It's
Eastern
also
Standard Time.
It's also now on Facebook. where you can get it anytime, and on YouTube. We got a YouTube, Jolly Marriage YouTube channel. Go and watch some of the former shows. Really great information. Again, a shout out to Larry and Marita Campbell, 46 years from the Thomas Mentor Leadership Academy in Durham, North Carolina. I had to celebrate them and thank them for their love and support. For those who don't have the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, go to jollymarriage.com. You can order the book in digital form. For my friend in Greece, you can get the whole package digitally and get it digital and get it immediately. For those who want an autographed copy of the collector's edition, then you just order it right there at Jolly Marriage, and you can get the whole package of the 2 books, audiobook, the live seminar, and the workbooks, 2 workbooks. I think it's like $99 or something like that. Whatever, it is a great deal. Look, our time is up. I want to thank you for your time. And
it was such a pleasure being
with you. We try and stay on time.
Thank you for your comments, for sharing information, and we will wrap this up next week. I gotta say one other thing. You know what else is changing?
All right, go ahead. I know.
It is from, what about this one? From wearing lipstick to just wearing a face mask. Because when you wear a face mask, you don't need to wear lipstick.
You get all that lipstick on the front of your, on the inside of your face mask. Hey, look, folks. Thank y'all. God bless y'all. Look, every Monday, every morning, 8:20 Central Eastern Time, 7:20 Central Time. You can hear me on the Get Up Morning with Erica Campbell show across America. My XM show is tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday at 6 p.m., Wednesday morning at 11 a.m., and we show will re-air Saturday at 4, and then next Monday morning at 8. And then finally, Saturday morning, my Jolly Good News Report is a good news report every week to give you something to encourage you during these bad news times, some good news. It's on Jolly Good News Facebook. Keep you going at 10 a.m. on Jolly Good News Facebook. Look, we got to go. Our time is up. Thank you for
joining us.
This is Dr. Willie Jolly.
And this is Dee, Taylor-Jolley.
And we're the Jolleys.
Jolleys.
Jolly out.
Jolly out.